Hello, everyone. This is Attorney Ifeanyi-USImmigration-TV. I am your immigration attorney based here in the state of Massachusetts. We represent clients across the United States and across the world on matters bordering on U.S. immigration. Today, I will be discussing, we are going to be having a discussion on requests for evidence. What could happen on certain occasions when you get this letter USCIS normally sent to you called the request for evidence. This happens when you have a pending application before USCIS and they are looking to make a decision. And from the evidence you've already provided, they don't feel 100% satisfied with what you have provided in making a decision on your case. So they will send out this letter requesting for more evidence. And in most cases, they will specify exactly what they are looking for. And, it's not something you panic about. It happens a lot. It happens a lot when you have a pending application. So today's example, what I want to discuss is what if USCIS requests for evidence that you never had, and you were not required by law to have it from the jurisdiction or from the country where the document is supposed to emanate from. I'm going to give you an example of a case I dealt with recently. This individual was asked to provide, I don't know if you can see it clearly. This individual was asked to provide a marriage certificate. However, this is in respect of a marriage that was conducted under the native law and custom in Nigeria. Under the native law and custom in Nigeria, you're not required to have any kind of documentation in respect of a native law and custom marriage. And there's no obligation for you to actually sign or register the marriage. Oftentimes, what you have in a marriage conducted under the native law and custom in Nigeria is probably just pictures. If in modern day, all you can find is pictures. So there are no documentation in respect. Although these days people go out of their way to register the marriage, have a marriage certificate, but there's no legal requirement to do that. Here, USCIS is asking for the marriage certificates in respect of marriage conducted under the native law and custom. What do you do in a situation like this? In this case, in particular, the individual was her lawyer actually asked her to go and get the document. She knows she never had it. She has never had it before, and the lawyer is actually asking her to go and get it. So when she came to me, I have to explain. Sometimes your lawyer will need to go the extra mile to find out what the true situation is regarding such document from the country where that document was supposed to emanate from. And also you have to also understand that here in the US, USCIS also recognizes such documents. So what you have to do here, if you don't have this document and you are not required by law to have it, what then do you do? Do you ignore USCIS? You cannot ignore USCIS. You have to respond one way or the other. So how do you respond? This individual was suggesting to me, okay, now that I am asked to bring this document, should I go and now register the marriage? I said, no, you cannot. It might interest you to know that this marriage, there was already a divorce in respect of this marriage. So this marriage does not even, the lady already gotten a divorce regarding this marriage. So why would you go and try and register the marriage when the marriage does not even exist anymore? So I said, no, you can't do that. In situations like this, you have to go the extra mile in pointing out the position of the law in the country where that document is coming from. In this case, in Nigeria, you are not required to provide documentation for a customary law marriage. Also, the USCIS regulation here recognizes the fact that in Nigeria, the customary law marriage there's no legal obligation to register it or to have any kind of certification in respect of that. So what is so tricky about this situation is that it might lead people to begin to think of getting any kind of questionable documents, all in the name of trying to respond to USCIS. This is very tricky. You think, okay, because they are requesting for it, therefore I have to provide it. And also in this case, like I said, the lawyer handling this matter already told this individual to go get it. But that is where I come in. You have to go the extra mile. The document they are asking for in the request for evidence, are you obligated to have it in the first place? If you're not obligated to have it, what then do you do? You cannot ignore USCIS. You have to respond. You have to point out the position of the law where the document emanates from, and also the position here in USCIS regulation that recognizes such a document. This is tricky. This is supposed to be a case that is going well. But this is almost like a bait from USCIS. They are trying to get you to do something stupid. So be careful when you get the request for evidence and they're asking you to provide a document that you never had, and you are even not required by law to have it in the first place. Be extremely careful. That is why when you have the request for evidence, it might appear so simple on the face of it, what they are requesting for. But be careful. You need a lawyer with the skill and the strategy to respond to situations like this. Thank you very much. This is Ifeanyi-USImmigration-TV. I am an immigration attorney. I represent clients across the United States and across the world on matters bordering on U.S. immigration. Thank you, and God bless.